Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm going to talk about some series that I want to read. So a little while ago I did a video on series that I will never read because they don't sound interesting to me despite the fact that they're super popular right now. Today I'm going to talk about series that I actually do want to read, and for all of these are series in which I already have the first book at least. I just haven't started them for whatever reason. So the first book on this list is You by Caroline Kepnes. This was gifted to me by my friend Robin. I am a huge fan of the Netflix series. Started out on Lifetime, now it's on Netflix, whatever. Season 3 just came out. It's a hot fucking mess, but we're here for it. So I really like the series, so I do want to see how the books differ. One of my friends, Carla, has read the books and said that they differ quite a bit, so I'm interested to see how that goes. If you're unfamiliar with this series, it's about Joe Goldberg, who forms an obsession with this woman that he meets whose name is Guinevere Beck. So Beck is kind of a hot mess, and Joe thinks that the things that he does are for her benefit, even though they're a little extreme. That's all I'll say about that. I highly recommend the show though, because it's quite entertaining. I use entertaining pretty loosely considering the subject matter, but yeah, I'm really interested to see how they differ and which one I like better. The next book on this list is The Killing Moon by N.K. Jemisin. This is the first book in the Dreamblood Duology. This was gifted to me by Dasha. I'm really excited to read this. Neither Dasha or I really enjoyed the 5th season, and I know that that's super popular right now. I just don't think that that series was for me specifically, but I do want to try other N.K. Jemisin work, so I'm really excited to try this one out. I think I'm gonna like it. Typically Dasha and I have the same taste, sometimes, not always, but she really liked it and I trust her judgment, so I'm really excited to get into this one. What is it about? I have absolutely no fucking idea, and I'm not going to read the synopsis. I'm just going to go into it blind. The next book on this list is Furyborn. So I picked this up because my friend Taylor really enjoyed it and raved about it. This is book 1. I don't think book 3 is out yet, or I haven't seen anything about it just yet, but in this there is a prophecy about the Queen of Light and the Queen of Blood, so it's sort of like a good versus evil sort of thing. But it's about these two queens that live centuries apart. I don't really know much else from that. I don't really remember what Taylor told me, and I'm not going to read the synopsis, but I trust her judgment and I'm really excited to read it. Hopefully I can get to this one soon. I bought it a little while ago and I do really want to get to it. I just haven't picked it up yet. But the tagline is "The world will fall, two queens will rise." That sounds interesting. Two young women centuries apart hold the power to either save the world or doom it. So that sounds pretty good. Hopefully I will read this in early 2022. I need to stop saying that. I feel like every time I say that it doesn't happen. I have a book on this list that I said I was going to read at the beginning of 2021 and I still haven't, so you know, whatever. The next book on this list is The Surgeon, which is the first in the Rizzoli Isles series. This is a book series that was turned into a TV adaptation. I really enjoyed the show. I watched all of the seasons. I loved it. I love Angie Harmon and Sasha Alexander. Just like with You, I'm interested to see how the TV adaptation strayed from the books, but I think that this will be pretty good. It is like a 12 or 13 book series, but hopefully I like it. I think I will though. I mean, the show's pretty good, so. This is about two best friends, Jane is a cop, and then her best friend is a medical examiner. So they work together a lot. I cannot remember the freaking medical examiner's name, but yeah, and I think specifically in this one, the surgeon is a serial killer who is obsessed with Jane, I think. If I remember that correctly, I think, I don't want to say that because that might be a spoiler. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I like true crime. It's not true crime, but I like crime stuff. So we'll see. The next series that I want to start is Shades of Magic. The first book being A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I have only read Vicious and Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I loved Vicious. Vengeful was okay. I've heard mixed things about this, honestly, so I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it or not, but I still want to give it a try. I do also have the other two books. I got the US special editions that have like fan art and stuff in them, but hopefully I like them, especially since I made my boyfriend buy the last two, but hopefully I'll get to it soon. I started reading it at one point and there's just a lot going on, so I ended up picking up the audiobook to follow along with as well, but then never went back to it. So I need to do that. Drink your water, kids. The next book on this list is one that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. I think I've only seen 2 booktubers talk about it like ever, and it's Kingdom of Souls. In this, we're following a young woman who is a descendant of a very powerful family of witch doctors, I think. I don't know much more about it, to be totally honest, but I'm really excited. Plus, I love the fucking cover. So the third book for this series, they just announced the cover and the title. Looks really good. I'm really excited. This is also getting an adaptation that's going to be produced by Michael B. Jordan, and I think that's a huge fucking deal. So I'm really excited to read this. Hopefully it's good and I can read the other 2 books as well. And if it's good, I'm definitely going to hype it up because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, and I feel like if it's getting an adaptation that's going to be produced by a huge fucking actor, that's going to be pretty good. So hopefully I can get to this one soon. So don't come for me, okay? I know that the cover for book 2 was just released, and I still ain't got to it. But the next book on this list is Legendborn. Yeah, I know, I'm fucking behind, okay? I get it. But I'm gonna read it eventually. I really hate this fucking sticker. Anyway, Arthurian legend, school setting, secret society, whatever. I know. I need to get to it, and I will. I made a deal with Neeks. I have to read this, and she needs to read Raybearer. So hopefully I can cash in on that real soon because I really want her to read Raybearer. But yeah, I know. I love this cover too. Don't love the second cover as much, but I do need to get to this hopefully soon. Oops, shit. I do need to get to this really soon. I don't know anything about the Arthurian legend though, so I need to look that up first. But yeah, I need to get to it. I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Just wait till you see the next one. So the last book on this list, I said I was gonna read this at the beginning of 2021, and I still haven't. And in my defense though, the second book is out and I ain't heard shit about the third one. And I don't know if it's supposed to be just a trilogy, but I've also not heard great things about the second book, so I don't feel bad, to be totally honest, but it's Children of Blood and Bone. Yeah, I've had this book for quite some time, and yeah. What is it about? I'm not really sure. Someone's mother is killed, and maybe there's a revenge plot. Oh, this is a really pretty map. Oh, there's like a little sea creature in there. Anywho, yeah. I'll get to it one day. Okay, I really am gonna try to make this a priority because it's been sitting on my shelves for a very long time, and I do need to get it off. I need to read this. I need to read the second one because I also have that. Yeah, it'll happen. 2022, it's the year. But yeah, a lot of stuff I said I was gonna read that I haven't. But anyway, those are all of the series that I want to start for now. I'm probably gonna have to do a part 2 of this because I do have some other books that I've already written down that I was like, oh yeah, and that. Ooh, and I said I was gonna do that, but you know how it goes. But anyway, let me know if you have read any of these or if they are on your TBR. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.